Hello, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Healing with Annette. And whether you're joining me live or watching the replay, welcome. Let's take a moment to land, shall we? For those of you that don't know me, I'm a survivor of metastatic breast cancer, and I have found my way through the cancer journey, the diagnosis, by applying mindfulness based techniques, meditation, heart math, and many other ways that we can come home to ourselves. And I'm really on a mission to empower individuals, whether their lives have been touched with cancer or they're supporting a loved one, because I think these tools are really valuable. So let's begin, shall we? I invite you to minimize your other browsers, put yourself on silence so you won't be disturbed. I'll keep you for about 10-15 minutes and I'll send you back into your day, hopefully more grounded and centered than before we began. So, what I'd like you to do is just make a note of how you're feeling right now. And if you'd like to write that down in your journal or on a slip of paper, or even just make a mental note, that's fine too. But just make a note of how are you feeling? How are you coming into this moment? What are the thoughts that you're thinking? What are the emotions that you're feeling? And how do you feel in your body? Do you feel connected? Do you feel disconnected? This isn't to judge or label as good or bad, but simply to observe so you can become your own best friend. Yeah. So let's begin, shall we? I invite you to feel your feet on the floor, feel your seat in the chair. And as long as you're not driving or operating heavy machinery and you're in an environment where it's safe for you to do so, I invite you to close your eyes and sink into this moment. Begin to connect with your breath, lengthening that exhale a little bit longer than your inhale to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is our rest and digest state. This is where our body repairs, comes back into balance. And our out breath is that grounding force that brings us back home to our body, where our in breath mobilizes us and prepares us to move or take action. And then the out breath helps us relax. Notice your shoulders. Are they up in your ears? Roll them back. See if you can bring your attention to your heart. I find it helpful to place my hand on my heart. You're welcome to do the same, or whatever else helps you connect with your precious heart. And let's activate the power of our heart by breathing into it and intentionally bringing to mind a creature, a person, a place, an event, a thing that brings you joy and helps you feel deep, deep gratitude and appreciation for being alive. See if you can conjure that up in your mind's eye. And then begin to breathe from your heart, just using your imagination, using play, using your intention. Imagine you're breathing out that appreciation, that gratitude for that creature or person, place, event, or thing. See if you can really let your being come fully alive in that sense of appreciation. And as you breathe out, imagine radiating out that wave of appreciation out into the world. Send that love and appreciation out into the world. And imagine you're also filling your cup at the same time, because you are. And if it's hard to connect with your breath, that's okay too. Just notice where you are today. Continue to root down into that gratitude and appreciation. Imagine waves of love being sent out into the universe, rippling out, touching all the creatures, great and small, pouring into the soil that you're on, spewing out into the air that surrounds you. Imagine this appreciation you're radiating out is a force for good. And when your mind begins to wander, which it will, bring it back gently. When we intentionally drink from the waters of appreciation, we feed our way of living, we feed our world in ways we can't even imagine. We can each be a force for good simply by radiating out appreciation and gratitude. Feel your feet connected to the floor, rooting deep into the earth. Connect to your center. While we're here, shall we send some appreciation to our body and our organs? If you have your hand on your chest, maybe you can feel your heart beating. Thank your heart. Thank your lungs for letting you breathe. If it weren't for our heart and our lungs, we wouldn't be here. Bless your heart and bless your lungs. Bless all your organs, your liver, pancreas, spleen, your intestines, the endocrine systems, the glands, your blood, your bones, the nerves, tendons, ligaments, the cells in your body. Bless your mitochondria, the powerhouse of energy in your cells. Bless your skin, your largest organ. Hmm. Bless your body from head to toe. Say, thank you, body. Thank you for allowing me to be here in this world, in this realm. I bless you, body. And I thank you for all the work you do so I can be here living, alive, fully alive. And as you do this exercise, you may notice that colors become more vivid, or maybe your other senses become stronger, become more aware of your sense of hearing. And maybe you feel the clothing on your skin a little more now. And I'd like you to take note of how you're feeling now. What are the thoughts that you're thinking? What are the emotions that you're feeling? How do you feel in your body? And again, this is not from a place of judgment. This is from simply observation, an inquiry of compassion. Now that you've checked in with your breath friend, that's right, we've activated your breath friend. How do you feel now? Please leave me a comment on today's event. I'd love to hear from you. Hear if you found this helpful, calming. Was it centering? Was your mind going? Was the monkey mind on a loop, in a spiral, on a wheel running? That's okay too. That's part of the practice. Observing is the practice, folks. That's what meditation is. And you can sit in a chair, you can sit on a bolster, you can sit on the floor, you can walk, you can do any activity mindfully, simply by observing your body, observing your mind and your thoughts, and observing your emotions, and just making a note. It can be really helpful to keep a journal just to track your feelings and your thoughts. Well, I'll let you get back to your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Healing with Annette. I'd love to hear from you. Send me an email, info@healingwithannette.org, and let me know that you listened to the audio or watched the video. I'd love to hear from you and hear if this was helpful. You're welcome to check out my website to learn more about me and the services I offer, healingwithannette.org. And a friendly reminder, I do go live on Mondays at 11 a.m. Central Time on LinkedIn. And I have that video feeding over to my YouTube channel. And I'm so glad you're here with me today, connecting with your body-mind, connecting with your heart. Thank you for radiating appreciation out into the world with me. I wish you many blessings. Ciao for now.